there's just one thing you should know about me, and that's that I don't like people who don't like people too much. And some may say that it's really okay. Maybe some folks are just born that way. But every choice and decision we make is an opportunity to make a difference to someone. And whether that someone is someone you love or just a perfect stranger on the side of the road. Be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, 'cause one day you could need a helping hand. Be cool. Well, some people appear to be living in fear of the color of your skin or the people that you hang with. And people may say it's your choice to be gay, or you're living on the street 'cause you lack motivation. But if we all could just live and let live, and remember that our friends have a right to be different. Instead of this hate, we could just celebrate that we're living in a world where we all have a choice. To be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, 'cause one day you could need a helping hand. Be cool. Be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, 'cause one day you could need a helping hand. Be cool. Cool like Fonzie. Be cool. Are you cool? Be cool. Oh yeah. Be cool. A flashback to start the show today from 2017, which seems like a lifetime ago, but that was Be Cool. And that's we are starting now. Sorry, it says starting soon. We are starting. That's a song. I didn't record it in GarageBand. Like, that's what's weird about that song. I wrote that and recorded it so long ago. I recorded it in Reaper on my PC. And if you've been here on the channel before, you know that GarageBand's kind of my bag. And that's a non-GarageBand song. The last song that I wrote and recorded before I moved into pretty much full-time GarageBand goodness. Hello, welcome to The Happy Hour for another week. Yes, I know. I promised you we'd finish last week, but I wanted to do one more here. Because, the news this week is that I released a new EP. I released an EP called Maybe. It's got 5 tracks on it, and I thought it's only a 15-minute EP, but you know my tendency to rabbit on. We'll probably be able to fill an hour, if not very close to it, just talking and chatting and playing these 5 songs. I hope you're doing well. I have water to start showing you for the first song or two, and then I will have an adult beverage. So I hope you're doing well. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Many of the regulars I can see here already, but yeah, say g'day if you're here. If you're new to the channel, jump in and say g'day. And we are going to jump into the first song in just a couple of minutes. That was the first song, I guess, but I just wanted to start us off with something a little bit old school, a little bit different to get going there. But let's say g'day to the folks who are here live. We have Cypherge Cars, hello to you. Good to have you here. My friend Metallion 58 is here. We got Scott, we got Blake, Bubba, who said, wow, what's this? It was probably before your time, Bubba. I know the folks have been around the channel for a while, probably remember that one, but I haven't played it out, I haven't dusted it off for a while, so it's a little bit of a deep cut. Hello to Jade, who is here. Good to have you on board as well. Who else have we got here? I think I've said g'day. We've got Tom Rishel is here and Kyle is here, all here live. If you're watching on the replay, don't worry. We love you just as much. If you've got any comments or questions about this, about the setup, about how I recorded the EP, you probably know it all already. It's all on the channel. I don't hide anything. You get all of my best information for free. It's not like I put stuff on YouTube and then I have this secret hidden community where I share all the real stuff. It's all right here. So let's just check our levels. Make sure we got some guitar. I did tune beforehand, but let's just get a quick tune to make sure that nothing's fallen out of tune while I've been sitting here holding my guitar. We're close enough, hey? You don't need to sit here and spend time watching me tune my guitar. All right, let's bring up the lyrics for the first song here. Excuse me. And I should cough into my. Should do the elbow cough, shouldn't I? I'm not good at that. I've been coughing. Here's the thing: if you're as old as I am, you were coughing into your hands for like 30 years, and it's only really been the last 10 years that they've said, no, do this elbow business with your coughs and your sneezes. So I haven't quite got my head around it yet. This is our first track. If you're watching and listening live, let me know how the levels are sounding. I'll turn off my tuner. That'll get distracting. This is a song called No Apologies. I'll play the song, and then we'll come back and have a bit of a chat about it afterwards for those that may not know a bit of the story behind it. But this is the first track on the new EP called Maybe, available now on all of your streaming platforms and places. This is No Apologies. Maybe I spread things a little too thin. Maybe I'm trying too hard just to win. But my intentions are always the best. Maybe I don't always do what I say. Maybe the deadlines are missed by a day. But I'm here to tell you I'm trying to learn. And I'm running as fast as I can. Work, it never ends, and I try to make amends, but it's not always easy. Maybe I'm biting off more than I chew. Maybe I need to be honest with you, but I just don't want to show any weakness. Maybe I need to step back for a while. Maybe I don't need to go 1 more mile, so I can keep my promise to you. And I'm running as fast as I can, but the work, it never ends, and I try to make amends, but it's not always easy. And I try to do everything I say, but I've only got one day today. When you think I've got it made, must be good to be this way. Look at what the people say. But the roses have their thorns. Biggest critic wears the horns. I think it's time to slow it down. Now I can see the light, and now it's time to make things right for me and you. It's all that I can do. Squeak. The original version of that has a little like creak of my guitar at the end where I'm just sort of leaning on it. And now every time I hear the song, even when I'm playing it live, I hear creak in my head, and it's weird. It's very strange. Hello to folks who've joined us since then. We have, since last that we spoke, we have Jack Smith who's here. Good to have you here, my friend Aldo Delgado. Good to have you here as well. Yes, it is Pete John's Unplugged. I'm a bit too bright here. If it was the real like 90s MTV Unplugged, I'd need to be all like candle lit and grungy and wearing a flannel shirt and looking much less happy. But I can't, because it's the happy hour. I can't be unhappy in the happy hour. It would be counterproductive. No, that's not the word. Alrighty. Let's get into it. So I saw there we've got Bubba and Jade are chatting about music production, which is great. I love that. I love that we can do these shows, and yeah, we'll play some songs, and then yeah, people are helping each other create more music as well. Today, I'm drinking a beer from Tasmania. This is James Boag's Premium, a bit of a classic beer. James Boag's a classic brewer here in Australia from down in Tassie. So hello to my Tasmanian friends, to Clinton, Clint, who does some great music down in Tassie, and everyone else in Tassie. G'day, hope you're doing well. Red or black today. Does have a red label, so that's good. Alrighty. We'll continue on in just a moment and play the second track on the EP. Once again, I am playing. If you just joined us, I'm playing all 5 songs from my new EP live here, live and acoustic and unplugged or plugged in or whatever you want to call it. But we'll be playing here for about the next 45 minutes. So settle in, get yourself a beverage, and hope you enjoy it. Let's bring up the... Oh, by the way, thank you to... if you have listened to the album, the EP, whatever it is, if you've listened to the EP, thank you. I appreciate all the kind words, all the comments, all the folks who've reviewed and rated it. Jade, I think Jade Star's already put a rating and a review on iTunes. So thank you for that. You're always quick off the mark. And of course, if you didn't know, Jade Star played drums on 4 of the 5 tracks on this EP, including this one of my favourite tunes to play because it's a lot of fun, and yeah, it's just it's got a nice message. I think, especially at the moment, I think this tune, every time I play it, I feel a little bit better. I'm kind of singing to myself as much as I am to anyone else. So this is my tune called "Hold On." I forgot to hold on to the pick. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all and you want it now, but you doubt your talent and you don't know how. Look around at what others do. Think it's easy, so why not you? But success isn't overnight, so if you want to win, you're gonna have to fight. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! There are times when you might give in, thinking there's just nowhere to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's jokes. But there's one lesson that I've learned: when you feel that you can't return, that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Oh, 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 oh. They say get rich, buy a car, a house, a diamond ring, but that won't really make you happy. So hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, if you said to me before the show, which song do you think you'll struggle with the most playing? I'd be like, well, definitely not Hold On. I've played that one hundreds of times. Nope. You can go over there for now, guitar. Is it, what do they say? A good tradesman always blames their tools? Something like that? Or is it the other way around? I don't know. Anyway, hold on. Life is long, and I will get to play that many more times. So sometimes I'll play it better than that. And occasionally, you play the wrong chord change twice and then get completely lost halfway through. That's okay. As I say, my get out of jail card every week that I do a live show is that, live is great because you just never know. It could be great. It could be a little bit of a train wreck, and it's usually somewhere in between with a bit of a combination of both. So there we go. Let's have a little quick red. And hello to the folks again who are here live. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to try and get that right. Cipher Scars. You need to tell me how to actually pronounce that. So Scott says, fun hearing this song, the making of from the live streams, the remixes, and now live and unplugged. Yeah, you get everything around here. We will give that. Jay's loving the Rockstar. I know the red Rockstar R. Saying it all, and it's I don't get to play a lot of Rockstar games of late. I don't think I even have any Grand Theft Autos anymore. I think I sold them all, but I do have Red Dead Redemption 2, which I really must get back into at some stage. So we'll see how we go. We've got Jack Smith says, nice, just call me Mark. I like that, Mark. Done. I will call you Mark whenever I see one that I can't say properly, and I see Marshmallow up there. I'll just say G'day, Mark, and that'll work for me. Alrighty. Now, I do have my keyboard here, and it's not just a prop. I am going to, you thought I struggled with Hold On. Whew, now Pete's going to have to play keys. And I do play keys, but not a lot and not super well. So this could go, speaking of going in different directions, this could go anywhere. We do have a working piano. Now I haven't even sound checked this, so I don't know about the levels here. We're just going to have to get things set up and try and see how we go with this one. Because the next couple of tracks I'm going to play with vocal and piano because they are more suited for an acoustical version to being played on vocals and piano. So the next track on the EP, track number 3, is Fence Sitter. Now I wrote this one as an homage, as a bit of a positive reinforcement that to those who, like me, sometimes get accused of being fence sitters. I think I said in a recent show that I've in the past occasionally been called Politician Pete because of my neutral stance on things. When people are getting into a heated argument where someone's way over here and someone's way over here, I'll normally just go down the middle and be a fence sitter. And I wanted to write this song because that's not always a bad thing. And sometimes it's actually good to consider, to put yourself in company and in groups and in situations where you are hearing two sides. And you don't always have to just stick to one side and think, yep, everything's black, white, up, down, left, right. There's a lot of grey out there, people. So, that's why I wanted to write Fence Sitter for those who, like me, sometimes like to sit on the fence. Let's see if I can remember how to... I think we're going to go with that. Wish me luck, folks. There'll be a few wrong chords in this one, no doubt, but we'll give it a go. Do I need a little bit more volume on that piano? I think so. La 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 la. Let's go with that. We'll see how we go. We've got another piano vocal song coming up after this one. So if this one doesn't work so well, if the volume needs to go up or down, we can do that in a moment. So let's bring in a little reverb on my vocal and let's play my song called Fence Sitter. Need the words. Still haven't quite memorized the words to this one either. Bring those up here. Hold the line, please. Your call's important to us. All right, we're good. I have a lot of thoughts, but I may not say a lot of them. I let the words come out every now and then. think a lot of things many others disagree with, but you won't even know unless you choose to ask. Sometimes it's easier to fly when you're just too tired to fight. I'm a fence sitter. Sometimes I like to keep my thoughts to myself. It's easier than facing up to the conflict, and I know that not everyone's this way, but it's how I get through the day. Fence sitter. You might think I'm weak and I should just express myself, but it's not black and white all of the time. I should pick a side and go all in with one direction, but I don't think that's right for me anyway. Sometimes it's hard to close my mind, but there's always another side. I'm a fence sitter. Sometimes I like to keep my thoughts to myself. It's easier than facing up to the conflict, and I know not everyone's this way, but it's how I get through the day. Fence sitter. And I don't expect you to be the same, but I'm asking for you to refrain from making me feel ashamed. There it is, the debut of Fencer with a piano accompaniment for the very first time. I like playing the keyboard and I have a lot of fun with it. I just need to practice it a whole lot more. But again, I've got to hold on for a long time and keep playing, keep practicing, and hopefully it'll get better and I'll be able to play it a little bit better. Cool. Oh, I like this from Jack. He says, I could totally hear that song in an animated movie, a little sad duck having to pick between friends. I like it. I have been thinking I need to get someone doing some animation for some like videos for things that I do, because I don't have that sort of level of talent, not like a Jade Star and other folks who can, Glenn Clark over in New Zealand. These folks do all this great artwork and I'm like a bit jealous of that, but hey, instead of getting jealous and going, oh, I should try and do everything, a la no apologies, spreading myself a bit thin, I should just say, hey, that's really cool that other people are doing those sort of things. Good to see you again here, my friend, True Black Power. I think it's dope. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. And Tom Rochelle says, wow, as a keyboardist myself, it's not easy to play and sing. Yeah, it is. It's a challenge. Like guitar and sing, piano has a lot more intricacies in terms of the different things. It's almost like playing lead guitar and singing. It's really difficult to do. If you're just playing block chords, like that song I'm about to play, then it's a little easier. But when you are trying to sort of embellish, like guys like Elton John and Ben Folds and Billy Joel, super kudos to them. They are super talented because it is a challenging thing to do, to be able to play keys and sing at the same time and have any sort of flourishes and sort of things that you're trying out. What are they called? Improvisations. What Pete? I've only had like 3 sips of beer. Shouldn't be struggling. Now I'll struggle. Alrighty. If you're interested in the setup here, I know I get questions about this a lot. You can't see it, it's off screen, but this is my M Audio key station, 49 Mark III. It's a 49 key keyboard. So what you probably noticed there is that here's there's where it would be normally. So what I had to do is, so that I could play the full range, I had to drop it down an octave here so I could play so I could play a little bit lower. For the next one, I go back to the middle because it's in a different key. That one was in A major, the next one's in G major, but uses some different phrasings and different chords layouts. So that's the first thing. Then I've got a sustain pedal down here so that when I'm playing I can sustain. That's all going through a powered USB hub that's then going through my Steinberg UR22C, which is also in the powered hub. My iPad Pro is running the Ravenscroft 275 app, which is my favorite piano app, and that's all going out of the Steinberg UR22 into a stereo track on my mixer, which is what. So that's a very complicated way to get a piano right. The piano is playing from an app here, from here. That's going through the Steinberg, around the corner, through the mixer, and into StreamYard so that you can hear me playing live. And then I've got my mic plugged into channel 1 using my Zoom Live Track L8 mixer. And I mean, this is not the sort of show that I normally promote my gear, but because when I do a live show, I get asked a lot of folks, what do you use and how do you use it and how do you set up? That's where you go, studiolivetoday.com/gear. So if you're watching this and you're like, I want to do more live streaming, what does Pete use? Head over to studiolivetoday.com/gear. That has all the stuff that I use. Who did I see? I saw Bubba doing his kind and generous thing. Bubba says, the Adelaide Tunesmith, been a pleasure looking over your shoulder during your process. Thank you very much, Bubba. Appreciate your kind words and your kind donation to the channel. It really does help out. I'm been blown away. This isn't, by the way, this isn't me just saying this so that more people will donate to the channel, but I've had donations from maybe 5 or 6 people since the EP came out. And like, if you want to stream the EP, buy the EP, leave reviews, watch the video, all of those things are cool. Become a patron, all those things. But yeah, people are just throwing me donations. So I guess in a world where people don't really buy music, they've sent me a donation and said, hey, thank you, I really enjoyed your EP and here's a donation. I'm like, again, the generosity of people and the kindness of people kind of blows me away, especially in this time, which is what we're about to sing about. So have a quick red. If you've got a beverage, have a drink. What we're going to sing about now is a song called Things Have Changed. This is the 4th track on the EP. It nearly didn't make the EP because it's not, to me, it wasn't really in the same kind of spirit as the rest of the EP. But when I wrote this, I wrote it in a day, I released it just as a demo. It seemed to touch and affect so many people in, both an emotional way, but also a positive way, because it is a song of hope that I thought, because this EP is all about hope and all about positivity, it is actually, whilst it's a bit of a sad and emotional song about a period of time that all of us are going to look back on and go, that was pretty rough. I think it was worth putting in here. And the contrast that this creates with the last song on the EP, which is called Perfect, I just really liked and really enjoyed. So I kept it in here. The original version is going to sound not much different to this because the EP version only has a string, a simple sort of cello sound at the bottom end that's added to this. But the song is a fairly simple one. We'll give it a go. It's the first time since I first wrote it and played it live that I've actually played it live on the keys here. So let's give this one a crack. This is a song called Things Have Changed. Things aren't the same. Everything's changed. Even the sun doesn't feel so bright today. When will it end? When can we leave? Right now I'd settle for a small reprieve. It's been a week, feels like a year. I'm doing okay, but you're not near. Are you okay? Do you feel fine? How are you finding things in this new design? Don't know how long it's gonna last, but like everything, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Things have indeed changed, but as I say, things have changed, but this too shall pass. Yes, and I know since then, since then things have changed again, and things will continue to change. That song was actually written as the follow up, as a sequel to a song called Things Change. So I wrote a song called Things Change, which the premise of that is the only thing that doesn't change is that things will change. The only thing that stays the same is that things will change. So this was sort of the second part of that, because the message I'm trying, the whole message of this album is really that I think a lot of us get stuck in a rut and we get stuck in the way that we're doing things and we want to do things the same way. It's kind of, we've moved on from that. The way the world works now, it's not that way. So the old days of, you work for the one company for 30, 40, 50 years, they give you a gold watch, you retire, you get your superannuation, you grow old, and then that's it. That doesn't really happen these days. So from an employment point of view, we know that that's the case. From friendships and relationships and social groups, that's not really the way things work a lot of the time now. Things change and evolve over time. And I think there's two ways to look at change, without getting super duper deep. There's two ways to look at change. There is to resist, and in other songs, I've actually sort of said that. I'm like, yeah, you can resist it, but it's still happening. Like, it's still going to happen if you're resisting it, or you can embrace it and you can look at how you can look at the positive side of it. And like everything, you look at sort of the three levels of influence. You look at what you can control within your own space. You look at what you can influence, and then you look at what's completely outside of your scope. And too many folks, I think, myself included, focus in on that area where we don't have any control whatsoever. We don't spend enough time down here where we can control, and we really need to work on this whole influence bit in the middle here of how we can positively influence others through our words, actions, and for us musicians, through our music, right? Because music is a powerful change agent. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. I'm going to turn down my keyboard now because that's the last keyboard tune that we have. So yeah, thank you again for everyone for being here. We will play the last tune in just a moment. Hello, Curtis. Curtis Earth is here. I hope you are doing well. We're talking updates here as well. We're talking about iOS updates. I know, haven't iOS updates done some weird things with the latest version? Yeah, not fun. Desolate Morning wants that shirt. Yeah, I got this for free when I bought Red Dead Redemption 2, would you believe? Very, very cool. I like it. Bubba says that progression is awesome, especially the G chord from a mix. See, this is why I need to talk to you, Bubba. I need to talk to other people. Someone said, "Oh, Pete, what was that chord progression in that song this week?" And I'm like, I don't actually really know. It's the G, and then it adds. We're up here. It's the G, and then it adds the the D sharp or E flat. See, this is how little I know. I guess the D sharp, which is what is that in the? It's the flat sixth, is it? That's the sixth, so it's the flat sixth, which I guess is, I don't know. We need Rick Beato. I need to have Rick Beato on speed dial to tell me what actual chords I'm playing. But thank you for that. Hello, Metallion, Red indeed. Sion is here. You did make it, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your support as well. Thank you, Coldacre, for being here. Always good to see you here. Myself, Jack Smith, who has the Steinberg, the UR22C as well. Very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's definitely worth it. I agree. It costs a little more than the Behringer or the Focusrite, but what it does in terms of its quality, its flexibility, its options, it really does help out. Hello, Stewart Rose, who's here over on Facebook. Good to have you here. Frank Benjaminson, thank you for being here as well. Alrighty, I think we are nearly caught up here. Um, yes, love Rick Beato. Subscribe to him as well. Absolutely. And yes, Red Dead Redemption. Love it. Hello to my friend Owen Hoyson. Again, so hard to actually, pronounce names, especially when nearly at the end of one red. Mm. All right, we better get ourselves organised. If I'm smart, which I'm semi-smart, I've kept my guitar cable here so we can plug back into the guitar, because it is gonna be a quicker happy hour. It's probably gonna be a happy 45 minutes today, because it is only a 15-minute EP, and even me with my consistent rabbiting on, can't fill up that much time. So we will finish off in a few moments with the last track on the EP, which is a song called Perfect. I'll just get myself set up here. We'll just do a quick tune and make sure we're good here. Someone told me, tell me what you think. Guitarists that are here live, do you think you should tune once you've put your capo on, or do you just tune it down in like E, standard tuning, and then put your capo on and just think that it's going to be okay? Someone told me that you absolutely must put your capo on and then tune, but to F sharp, because the capo can change like some small amounts of your intonation or the small amount of the string variance, and it's going to be really important to do that. I don't know if that was just someone being super pedantic or whether that's really the case. See, now I'm out of tune. Hold the line, please. I'm sorry. We don't want to go out with a really badly tuned guitar, do we? There we go. That's okay. So what have we got for the capo thing? We've got Bubba says after, so he tunes after the capo. Kyle doesn't use capos very much. Yes, Coldacre says yes, capo, then tune. Jack Smith says I'm a guitar player but never use a capo. Not much use for one playing metal and lead. Absolutely. Sion says wait, really? Capo then tune? It's what I've heard. Again, I know it could be a big controversy thing. Maybe I should put it. I might put a poll up on the channel today to see how we go. Hello, Clint. Always before. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Yes, always before. Frank Benjamin says tune first, but be aware of how you put it on. Always test. Yeah, definitely always test it first to make sure that you are getting a. See, because even there, like that top string. That's better. All right, enough guitar nerdy talk. Let's finish off this sucker, shall we? By playing this tune. This is the fifth and final track from the EP. We'll play this one and then we'll hang around and say our farewells. It's been nice this week not having to learn a bunch of songs. I got to tell you, the last 7-8 weeks I've had to learn a collection of 10 songs every week, which is great because I now have a collection of like 70 tunes that I know somewhat how to play, which will be good because I'm working on doing some more live concerts. And in fact, I've been chatting with folks over at Sessions Live, which is a live online music concert platform. So similar to this sort of thing, but more interactive, able to take requests and do things. Think Twitch if you're a gamer, Twitch, but music specific Twitch. It looks like a cool platform. Hopefully within the next week, I'll get things sorted with them. And I'll be able to do some concerts over there on Sessions Live. It's actually founded by Tim Westergren. If you're a Pandora fan, he was the founder of Pandora. So he had that idea, which I thought was very cool back in the day. Didn't work out because of copyright issues and all sorts of other things. But that's a complete aside. But for now, let's play this tune, shall we? This is a song called Perfect. Try again. Life isn't always fair, and everyone has their problems. It's easy to hide away, harder to find solutions, but I know this for sure. 'Cause in a dress rehearsal. Don't wait to see the sign. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful, they say. But sometimes it feels that way. You will not always win. Sometimes you lack direction. But you gotta stay the course. 'Cause you're gonna face rejection. And you won't always know there's a battle ahead. Sometimes the war is in your head. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And I don't know what is left to say. Sometimes you hide away and look back on your mistakes. You cannot turn back time and make everything seem fine. So remember, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. 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 It is true. It doesn't. Well, never do that. Never just unplug your guitar with the fader up. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Perfect to be wonderful. Yeah. So I've mentioned the story behind that song a bunch. So you can go and check out the live release party of the EP if you want to hear more about that song and all the other songs as well that formed this EP. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was deciding beforehand, do I do another one? Do I do this? And I thought, take your own advice, Pete. What could it hurt? Like, just do it. Just don't stop thinking it. I'm an overthinker. Anyone else here an overthinker? Yeah, you're like, well, should I, shouldn't I? And then I was like, oh, do I just sing along to the tracks? And I'm like, Pete, they can listen to you sing along to the tracks by listening to the EP. So I thought, let's just try something different. Do a couple here on the piano, do a few songs on the guitar, and see how we go. After all of that tuning talk with the capo. The other thing is, do you say capo or capo or capo? Or, anyway, all that. I don't think I was in tune very well in the end. So go figure. Alrighty. What's Jack saying here? Oh, I like this. Yeah, so I can see someone trying to learn a new job and having a series of mishaps, like in an office copy machine messing up, spilling coffee, like an old, like a Michael J. Fox movie. I like it. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, good premise. Very good. What have we got here? Bubba says, wow, now finally in my 50s, I know what it's like to be a groupie. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it'd be weird to follow what I say and what I do, because it's all kind of like, most of what I tell you to do is to not listen to me, which is a bit strange, I know, but it's really more to not listen to one person, not to follow one philosophy, to be your own person. It's like you can be a buffet. That's the thing. You can have a buffet of ideas and concepts and things, and whether it's music or life or any other sort of advice that you're looking for, having one mentor, that's why I don't like the whole concept of a mentor. Having one person that you listen to and that you think is doing the right thing is good, but it's better to have a few different people and to get some different diverse reactions to and diverse opinions on different things. Otherwise, you can just be a one-trick pony. And if you do everything I do, I said the other day, God, if it was me, if everyone was like me and did things the way I did and thought the way I did, it'd be a scary, scary old place. But Red, let's have a bev. Uh, Desolate Morning says, guilty, Pete. I'm listening to you. That's okay. Tom Rochelle says, capo. Cool. Yeah, I think most people that I've heard have been capo. Rick, I know I'll be in trouble with Nike. They'll be like, just do it. I know. That's why I say mine are when you don't know where to start, just start, and everyone starts at zero. And I don't think those have been registered trademarks, although they probably will now. And they'll be like, you're in trouble for saying that now, even though you said it. I don't even know if I said it first. Again, I steal and borrow ideas from a whole bunch of different people as well. Alrighty, that is going to do it. Once again, an interesting question here. What is your genre? So, Just Cole says, what is your genre? I don't even know. Singer-songwriter is what I put as my first genre whenever I'm releasing something. I like to kind of think alternative rock, but it's really not these days. It's more folk than it is alternative rock. So I normally go in that order: singer-songwriter, alternative rock just to make myself feel better, and then folk if I need a third genre. So I don't know. You tell me if folks out there, what is my genre? Help me out here. I don't actually know what it is. But yes, like I said, thank you for being here. It hasn't been a happy hour. It's been a happy 45 minutes, but I don't want to be here and just chat and yammer on for the next 14 minutes because we all know I could do it. We all know I'd be able to do this. But here's the good news. I'll be back again tomorrow. We have Garage Band Weekly, which is early morning for me, Monday morning. It'll be Sunday afternoon and or evening for you, depending where you are in the world. And then we have the very first episode, the pilot, the test run, call it what you will, of Your Music Live. So this is all the folks who, throughout May, like me, I encouraged you. I said, it's okay to watch me and do all this stuff, but don't just sit back and watch. You should be getting involved too. So anyone who has shared a song to me via email, who's sent that over. We'll be trying to get as many of those in tomorrow's show as possible. So come along, listen to your song if it's played, listen to other people's song, help me, give feedback, give support, just listen to some cool tunes. That should be a heck of a lot of fun as well. So we got plenty more coming up this weekend here on the channel. So stay tuned. But it is lunchtime for me, so I'm going to go and have myself some lunch, hang out with the family on a nice Sunday afternoon. Or say nice, but it's about like 10 degrees. It's cold and quite horrible outside. But that's okay. We'll still go and do something. Thank you again for everyone's support. Thanks to those who have bought or streamed the EP. Thanks to Jade Star, who provided the drums and so much physical, like actual support in terms of the actual doing, as well as a whole bunch of advice and feedback throughout the whole process. Thanks to my family. Thanks to all of you for being here and for supporting the channel and the EP. And we will, as I said, I did promise that we'd have the WAV files and the projects available for you. As I say, in no apologies, I'm like, sometimes the deadline gets missed by a day. So the deadline's been missed by a couple of days there. But watch this space. Within the next few days, I will have some of those WAV files and project files available for you to take a look at and do some mixing yourself. Thanks everyone for being here. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.